What's going on, everyone? Chris from PickDawgz.com here with Brad. We are here Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. Crazy to think that we are at the end of September already. Playoff baseball's here. I still remember us talking about the opening day card like it was yesterday, but I was then, and now we're down to 12. Soon to be whittled down to 8, but got some stuff to talk about today. Got some MLB. We got one WNBA Game 5 from the playoffs. We're almost at the finals. Some stuff to talk about from the weekend. But like I said, I got Brad with me. Brad, how's it going?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Can't complain. I was on the Broncos yesterday. Kind of sweat-free there. Needed to be done. Bengals, I will continue to fade them. I mean, without Joe Burrow and how bad that defense is, seems pretty easy these days. So, kind of running a little bit of a hot streak with the pick of the days. Pretty pumped on that. But yeah, man, pumped that baseball is here. Our real baseball. I mean, the end of the season was fun. There was a lot of fun races there to kind of see where the playoff standings were going to be. But now we're at the playoffs, and it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. There's a reason they call him Brad Wins Bets, but I was on the same play. The Bengals still statistically have the worst offense in the NFL, and it came to fruition last night. I mean, 3 points, dead last still in total offense. I think yards per play, they're last. It's not working in Cincinnati, and it's going to be a long season for the Bengals.
They're dead last in offense?
Let me pull up the number, but when we did the game yesterday, they were dead last in total offense per game.
God dang, that's crazy.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if that's changed. Let's see here.
I mean, with them only putting up 3 points, probably is the same.
So right now, so now maybe because of last night, but they're second worst in total offense, second worst in yards per play, dead last in rushing, yards per carry, maybe because they're so far behind that they can't really afford to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
But 29th in passing, 26th in yards per completion, 27th in yards per attempt.
Bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Who's the worst? Let me guess. Cleveland?
I don't know. I haven't.
No worries. Yeah, no, they're really bad. So especially with the Broncos coming off 2 back-to-back heartbreaking losses, it kind of seemed like the obvious play there.
I'm trying to see. Actually, maybe I can find it. Hold on. Well, no, see, that's weird because statistically it says here they are dead last. So they're either last or second worst, but either way, it's not good.
Yeah. Your defense isn't much better either, I assume.
No.
When it comes to a standings perspective.
No, but they're gonna have a tall ass next week. They're playing the Lions.
I'm laying it.
Doesn't get much better. And, I thought the line was gonna be more, but I know it's on the road, 10.5.
10.5? Oh, on the road? I lean that way. Probably want to get to the window. If it was Lions at home, I would definitely take 10.5. On the road, it's a little scary.
Well, whose Lions played on the road? Baltimore and Green Bay. And now you play Cincinnati.
They played Ravens good on the road. Green Bay was a little rough. Ravens might just be ass, though.
Yeah, this is true. I'm trying to look ahead at the schedule for next. What did you think of the weekend as a whole?
Thought it was good, man. Fun college football slate. I was on Ole Miss. I mean, shout out Lane Kiffin. That dude could take any quarterback and make him good. It's crazy how you see Ole Miss get this guy from the FCS, Trinidad. He takes off, and then you got a guy like James Franklin who's been working with Drew Aller, seems like 5 years at this point. They just still can't run a good offense against good teams. There's levels to this shit, and I just want to say that. Shout out Lane and that Ole Miss team for just always having an electric offense. I know you guys talked about it yesterday. Malik Neighbors going out with the ACL, and then Tyreek yesterday. That was terrible.
Bad. Yeah, but the Tyreek thing was the tackle.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys? I don't know. People are saying it's dirty. I don't know. I don't think so. It looks like he was twisting the leg, but that wasn't the leg that actually got hurt. is what I noticed.
Let's see here. We got Brian join the show here. Give me a second. There we go.
Brian B.
Brian, how's it going?
It's like Chris doesn't want me to talk bad about the Blue Jays.
Well, there's nothing bad to talk about.
Not yet, but I'll think of something.
Yeah, I know. Sure you will. How's it going?
Can't complain. Yesterday, 0-1, lost on the Cincinnati Bengals. They might be the most pathetic team in the NFL. You know, penalties. Just, you know. But you know, it was a good Saturday. 4-1, 3-2 on Sunday. So you can't win everything. But the Bengals just look pathetic.
We were just talking about them. They have the worst offense in the NFL.
Terrible. And they got weapons. You know, they got two.
But they don't have a quarterback.
No quarterback. Why doesn't somebody try to trade with the Atlanta Falcons? I don't get it. But maybe
they did pick up Desmond Ridder.
Oh, what a mess. What a mess.
What's that?
You said the Bengals picked up Desmond Ridder?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Because it's going to move the needle so much.
Yeah. I don't know what that's going to do there, but they're trying.
If you're the Bengals and you have a top pick, I know the quarterback class apparently this year for the draft is not great. But do you draft Joe Burrow's successor because of how injury prone he is?
No, I think Joe Burrow's their guy. Like, it's their guy. You got to protect him.
But they haven't been able to. I mean, like how many full seasons? Let me see here. How many full seasons has Joe Burrow played since he came into the league?
That's a good question.
Actually, not fair enough. He's played half of his 6 seasons have been full seasons, but 2023 wasn't. 2020 wasn't. But then again, that was his rookie year, and this year he's going to have only played 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joe Burrow is still the truth. Like, it's not a Joe Burrow problem.
Last year he was fantastic, 43 touchdowns to 9 picks, but he has to be able to stay on the field.
Exactly. I think you trade the pick and just build up that O-line, man. That's what they should be focused on. Get rid of Higgins too. Get rid of one of the wide receivers, like, bro. Like,
no, but that's part of it though.
Is it though? I feel like Chase.
They don't have a run game. I mean, Chase Brown's good, but again, it boils down to the O-line.
Yeah, it's all O-line.
I guess it's Kirk Cousins' contract of $100 million guaranteed that keeps him from being traded. But
fair.
Someone said I was smoking. There's no way you draft another QB. I was just asking the question. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying, is that a possibility because of how injury prone he's been?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I think you get somebody like a Mariota to back him up, somebody that's consistently an okay backup. That's what I think you do. But
yeah.
That's a franchise that is just not ran properly for years and years.
For snake bit.
Yeah.
I kept watching that game. And then it was 28-3. I was like, that's enough. I've seen enough of this.
Yeah.
I gave up.
They just couldn't get anything going. Plain and simple. But
shout out the Dolphins for picking up a nice little win. Tua looked good, but that's probably just the Jets defense. It's horrific.
Beat more than the Jets, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
They have but you know what? They do have a chance for a decent win this week.
Who?
They go on the road to play Carolina.
That could be a good ball game.
No, I'm saying that could be a good win for Miami to build up some confidence. Carolina's dead.
Yeah, when I say good ball game, I think it's gonna be competitive.
So this is their next 3 games: home against the Chargers, at home or at Cleveland, and at Atlanta.
Okay. I mean, Carolina and Atlanta doable.
What are the Eagles against the
Broncos?
Oh, sorry, they're against the Broncos. I thought I saw Bengals somewhere. Never mind.
Ooh, that's a good one. Where's that game at?
Philly.
Spread?
Philly -4.
Kind of like the.
There's some good games and there's some dumpster games like Giants Saints.
See, that's a great one. See, that's my kind of game. That to me says bet the New Orleans Saints and bet them big. I mean, They had the reputation. I don't know if you can call them the worst team in football after seeing the Bengals yesterday, but how many people are going to lay points with the New Orleans Saints? And the Giants just got this big win against the Chargers. So the bandwagon guys got their butts on fire. They can't wait to bet the Giants. I don't know. That's how I see it.
I will say that I think that the Bengals may have overtaken New Orleans for the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
Oof. Boy,
that says something because at least the Saints competed against the Bills.
Yeah, but it's hard for Browning too. He's getting no protection. His team's committing penalty after penalty on both sides of the ball. Special team, Browning's not getting a lot of help either. But
we'll see. That there's still plenty of time for these lines to develop throughout the week. We'll be talking about them all week as well. But
how'd you do this weekend, Biller?
College football 4-1, NFL 3-2. Should have been 4-1, but the Raiders had a field goal block that cost me a W. But I'll take it.
That was tough.
I'll take it. But
yeah, Saturday for me was I zigged and the board zagged. There were just a few plays I had up there that just was. I think I felt like the cap was right, and it just human element. They still got to play the game.
It's tough.
Yeah. But someone's asking me who would the Blue Jays rather play? Would I rather the Blue Jays play the Yankees or the Red Sox? Romanelli, criticized me yesterday by saying this, but I say the Yankees. I think their rotation is shaky. I'd rather, I don't.
Both of them are going to beat the Blue Jays, so it's just a matter of which team it is.
Yeah, see, I opened the door for Brian there. That was not my intent. But then again, Brian was saying that the Yankees were going to overtake the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were going to, and they didn't.
You got lucky.
Alejandro Kirk. Yeah, so I really don't care who they play because it's going to be nervy for me regardless of who they play. That's all it is. I'm gonna be sitting on pins and needles the entire series, regardless of who they go up against. But that being said, we still have some baseball to talk about today. We got the first wild card game going off in about an hour and a half. We got the Detroit Tigers on the road at the Cleveland Guardians at Progressive Field. Tariq Skubal for the Tigers and Gavin Williams for the Guardians. Total set at 6. That was playoff baseball, but damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Brad, what do you like here?
Yeah, man, I'm pumped for this one. This is a game. This is a game that. Hold up, real quick. Sorry. Oh, there we go. This is a game that I'm scared to fade Skubal twice in a row. Obviously, we were on the Guardians last week. Am I getting too cute fading Skubal twice in a row? That's like the internal battle I'm having with myself. But to win a baseball game, you have to put up runs. Skubal can come out here, pitch lights out, and this Tigers team can still lose this game. And that's kind of where I want to go. The fact that you could get this Guardians team plus money with how well Gavin Williams has played, I'm going to take a shot with it. So give me the Guardians here. I feel like a lot of people are going to want to jump on Skubal to get the bounce back. But with these odds, I can't do it. So give me the Guards here.
Brian, what do you like in this one? He sounds better this way.
Damn it! I did it to myself. The dog was barking, and I had to. The dog was barking, and I had to hit that button. Maybe it's telling me something, but I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers on the money line with Skubal. I know I've been Mr. Anti-Tiger along with Blue Jays and a couple other teams, but now that we're in the playoffs, I think the Tigers will step up in this first game here with Skubal. And I know it's juicy, but I'm going to take Skubal here on the money line. It's not a play that I'm going to the bank and betting everything on it, but if I had to, I'll take the Tigers.
I'm going to go same game parlay, plus 105. Nerfy and under in the first 5, under 3.5. I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I wanted to take the full game under, but 6 is a little bit too low for my blood. I think you could have a scoreless game through 5 innings here. I honestly do. Skubal pitched really well against the Guardians in the regular season. The Guardians, while they improved against lefties down the stretch, they were still one of the least effective teams against left-handed pitching all season. Same thing for the Tigers. They struggled big time against Gavin Williams, who started to really pick it up down the stretch. So yeah, under a first 5 combined with the Nerfy plus 104, under 3.5 in the first innings around minus 160. And the Nerfy is minus 185. So if you parlay them up, you can get it into plus money. I do think they go kind of hand in hand. So that's going to be my parlay for the first game. We'll move on to, we're going to be going fairly quick today. Not a big card.
I'd be tempted to go to 5.5 on that game and get plus money on the total, because who wants to push at a 6? I could see where you're coming from. You didn't say go the whole game, but I think you could go the whole game. I mean, when do you ever see a total like that in these two pitchers? So if you do bet the total, I would go with the 5.5. I'd give him back a half point.
Yeah, I can see it.
I do want to say, I see everyone on the Tigers today. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand it's the playoffs, but have you guys seen this team down the stretch and you're going to leave juice with the Tigers? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand Screwball, but
it's the mindset that it's playoff baseball and teams sort of reset and you have an ace or whatever. I mean, I'm with you. I'm not saying Scooble gets cranked, but I mean, because the problem is with me is that Scooble was kind of rolling in that last start before he pegged David Fry in the face.
Yeah. People are saying, look at the line, Brad. It tells you everything you need to know. Last week, it was the same line. And what happened? Like, it's the same as that game. Gavin Williams, in my opinion, don't get me wrong, Screwball is better, but the difference between Gavin Williams and Screwball is not what this price is saying, in my opinion, or what this price should be. Gavin Williams is a damn good pitcher. Like, I don't know.
It's gonna be a good series, regardless. Yeah. But we got the Padres on the road at Wrigley against the Chicago Cubs. Brian, what do you like here? We got Nick Pivetta and Matthew Boyd.
See, my problem with these baseball, they all seem like 50-50 coin flips here, and that's why I don't have any premium picks. But I'll take the San Diego Padres with Nick Pivetta on the mound. Boyd was my guy for many years. I've lost many bets with Boyd. He's definitely had a resurgence here with the Chicago Cubs. But I think Pivetta in the playoffs with the San Diego Padres bullpen. I like the no juice slight plus money here. I'll take the Padres.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Padres as well. I don't know. I like what I've seen from Nick Pivetta. Matthew Boyd, just like a lot of the Cubs pitchers kind of started to falter down the stretch a little bit, and the Padres were hitting lefties really well to close out the season. So, for me here, I think the Padres get it done. I'm going to take San Diego. Brad?
Yeah, make it a hat trick, man. Give me the Padres too. This is another team I see a lot of people on, which worries me. But I mean, I'd rather Nick Pivetta than Matthew Boyd. I'd rather this Padres bullpen better than the Cubs. The only advantage I give the Cubs in this game is really that home field advantage, which it's going to be rocking in Wrigley. It is, but I just think that this Padres team is playoff built. Like, this is a team that could really make a run. You're going to give me a little bit of plus money. I'm going to have to take it. I know someone mentioned it. No Cade Horton for the Cubs this series. That is brutal. That does suck for them.
Yeah, but I always worry about a rookie like that in a playoff series.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going to be able to do anything for it. But let's see. We'll move to. I told you guys we're going to be moving fairly quickly through the card today. We got the Red Sox and the Yankees. Great pitching matchup here. Got the Red Sox sending out Garrett Crochet, and the Yankees with Max Fried. I'm going to roll with the under here. I think it's a pitcher's duel. You got two teams with their ace lefty on the mound here. Crochet was outstanding on the road this season, 11-1 with an ERA just over 2. Max Fried, really solid at home as well. In the Red Sox were not great against lefties down the stretch. For me, I think this is going to be just a low scoring, the epitome of playoff baseball kind of series. So I'm going to roll with the under here. Brad, what do you like?
Yeah, when I first saw this game, when I first saw this pitching matchup, I immediately thought Red Sox. Red Sox was my initial play. And the more I dig a little bit deeper, I think I'm actually going to roll with the Yankees here. When you think about Crochet and Max Fried, especially with the way Max Fried has been pitching down the stretch here, I really don't think there's that big of a difference. I really don't. And then when you look at this team from a hitting perspective, no Roman Anthony for the Red Sox. I think that hurts a lot. And Judge has been playing great down the stretch. I know Judge in the playoffs, it's always a bit iffy. We'll see how he performs this postseason. Stanton, of course, has had a great season. I just think there's more firepower in this Yankees lineup through 9 innings. I think we see them have more scoring opportunities and ultimately pull this game out. So I'm gonna take the Yankees. Like I said, I tried to get on the Red Sox. I tried, but the more I think about it, I feel like the Yankees have to be the play here.
Brian, what do you like here?
For me, it's scary. I'm agreeing with Chris for 2 times in our 2 slots in a row. Usually me or him are at odds. I like the under, but I'm going to try an alternate under to take the 6.5 here like it did in that other one. I think we're going to see a major pitcher's duel here. And I'm also going to put the same amount on extra innings at plus 680. I think this game goes to extra innings today. I think it's going to be that kind of a battle.
All right. We've got the last game on the board. We got the Cincinnati Reds on the road sending out Hunter Green against the Los Angeles Dodgers and Blake Snell. Total set at 7. Brad, what are you doing here?
Yeah, don't love this series for the Reds, especially this game specifically. You know, I was actually fading the Dodgers down the stretch a bit, but I was fading the Dodgers on the road. At home, I don't really want to fade this Dodgers team, especially with them having Snell on the mound. Reds have been terrible against left-handed pitching this season. And I think this Reds team's rolling in here just happy to be here. They're like, damn, we actually made it. Well, now you got to play the Dodgers, a Dodgers team that's probably pissed they don't have a bye, a Dodgers team that has something to prove. I think this one gets ugly. So I'm going to take the Dodgers here, and I'm going to take them on the run line. I just don't see the Reds having much of a chance in this series, to be honest.
Brian, what do you like here?
I'm going to lean towards the Cincinnati Reds plus the 1.5. I like Hunter Green. He's been a stud all season long. Blake Snell, he's been in many big playoff games. I just think it's going to be a one-run affair. Dodgers have kind of been underachievers this year. I know it's the playoffs now. They'll probably turn it on. I'll take Ohtani to hit a home run. That's probably the squarest prop on the board, but I think he pops a home run today at plus 172.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dodgers on the run line here. Exactly what Brad said. I don't think this is a good spot for the Reds with Hunter Green going here. Thing is, Hunter Green faced the faced the Dodgers back in late August. And when he did, he got absolutely cranked. It was 5 runs allowed, 5 innings of work, a pair of home runs. What I think gets lost is that Hunter Green was really good in the month of September, but he wasn't your typical Red starter in the sense that he pitched really well at Great American Ballpark. He allowed like 4 runs in 4 starts over 28 1/3 innings, but the one start in Sacramento gave up 5 runs in 2 1/3 and a couple home runs there too. So it's been getting hit, and I think this is a Dodgers team that's kind of built for playoff baseball. So I think that Blake Snell is a strong start here. Like I said, I think this is just a tough spot for the Cincinnati Reds. I don't necessarily think they're necessarily happy to be here. I think they're going to be out to play in the underdog role, but I just think this is a bad matchup for them in game 1. So for me, I'm taking the Dodgers on the run line here. But I'm taking the Dodgers late in the 1.5. Any props you guys might have missed? I know Brian said he'd like the Ohtani home run grabs or anything here for you for props that you might have liked?
I like, if you're gonna bet the Tigers today, I think a better way to play it would just be Tigers to win the series, just to get those odds down at minus 110. So that's just some advice I would give you guys if you guys really love the Tigers. I think Padres to win the series is another good one. I know Chris said Cade Horn, he's a rookie. It may not be that big of a deal that he's not playing in the series, but I think missing an arm like that's going to be big. And like I said, I think the Padres are built for success. So I think Padres to win that series is a good bet as well.
I'm trying to see if there's any.
That these are day games.
Yeah. It's nice. It gives us something to watch during the daytime now. We can put that on.
Yeah, just throw it on in the background, get some work done.
Seeing what Scooble's lines were against the Guardians this season, because I think the strikeout prop could be a good way to go. He faced him 4 times this year. Had 13-10, excuse me, 13-10, 9 and 8. So I'm going to put together a same game parlay that we can maybe cash with. But all right, let's go to the WNBA. Game 5 between the Aces and the Fever. Aces laying 8 at home here. And the total set at 159. Brian, what do you like here?
For me, with the total, as far as the total is concerned, I'll take the under in this one. The last one did go over, but we had 9 out of the last 10 go under the total. This is the do or die game. Defense is going to be turned up a notch. So I like the under here.
I'm going to go back to the Aces here. Traditionally, this has still been a home-dominated series this season. I don't think we deviate from that. I think the Aces wake up, smell the coffee, and get their act together in a winner-take-all Game 5. The Fever have been competitive in the underdog role, but I think this is one of those games where the points aren't going to be a factor. It's either going to be Fever money line or an Aces blowout. Yeah, I'm going to take the Aces here, lay the points.
I kind of like both your guys' picks. I like an under, and then I think I'm gonna roll with the Aces here too. You know, we saw game 1 of the series, Fever won 89-73, and then immediately after that, the Aces won 90-68. I don't think this game's gonna be that much of a blowout, but we saw already, you know, when the Fever beat the Aces came out really strong in that game too. So with the Fever coming off a win here on their home court, headed back to Las Vegas, I'm down to take the better team at home here with the best player on the court. So probably not a play I'm going to bet, guys. I'm kind of just locked in on baseball and football right now. But if I had to, I think the Aces are a solid play here.
All right. That does it. Went through the card and managed to squeeze out almost a half hour, but we got a lot going on today, even though it's just 5 games. But you can find our best plays over at PickDawgz Premium. Brad, what do you have? What do you have for the card today?
Yep, got my pick of the day in baseball. So just one play, $25 over at the site. You can use promo code PICK, P-I-C-K for checkout, or at checkout for 15% off. We're on a 4-day winning streak with the pick of the day. So let's keep it going, man. I'm trying to hit it every day of the week, and hopefully it goes longer than that. But yeah, love my baseball play today. Team me up with Brian, team me up with Chris. Let's make it a winning day, guys.
Check out Brad over at PickDawgz Premium. Brian, what do you got going on today?
My best bet is in the WNBA on the side. 8-2 on my last 10 titaniums, 80%. And I've done well in the WNBA all season. So definitely got a good feeling on tonight's game. So make sure you guys pick that up. Also, my NHL season pass, put that up yesterday, $6.95, gets you the entire season. I'm going for the Triple Crown. I'm going for my 3rd straight NHL title as far as units won this year. I know I'm going to get a lot of competition out there, but now's a good time to lock in. Use code PICK at checkout. Save big. Team me up with Chris, Brad. Definitely win some money.
Check Brian out over at PickDawgz. And for me today, got my MLB pickoff play. It's back for the playoffs. Just that one play on the board, $29. I'm going to have my NHL season pass up very soon, as well as season passes for the NBA, and eventually, I know we're only a month away, college hoops. It's going to be on there as well. So make sure that you check that out. Pair me up with Brad, pair me up with Brian, and let's make you some money over at PickDawgz. It's let's get paid today. Remember to use that promo code PICK, like Brad said, get 15% off your purchase. But
I got a question for you, Chris. Since it is a shorter show, one thing I was thinking about, how in baseball, since it's not a spread sport, especially like Eric does this like the underdog system where you basically just bet underdogs. Does that work the same way in hockey? Like, does that have the same potential for success if you strictly do dogs?
Yes and no. I mean, if you hit because the thing is though, is like the volatility I think is a lot greater
in hockey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think there's a lot more value in the puck lines, because if you go to, like, say you go to overtime, right? There's no like, if you have like extra innings in baseball, you can still have a run line cover for the favorite if they hit like a walk-off home run with the extra base runner or whatever. With the puck line, you're guaranteed it's going to be a one-run or a one-goal game. So if you catch an underdog at plus money like the San Jose Sharks or something like that, it could be a decent option. I wonder what let me see if I can find the money made for the NHL last season.
Yeah, that'd be good. I was thinking of like new NHL strategies this season. I was like,
My strategy in the NHL is I usually do one play per day or on the card, and I look for low plus money to very light juice and try to find the best game. I never liked late juice in hockey over the long term, so not big plus money plays, but slight plus money plays. And I never do puck lines, but that doesn't mean that Chris isn't right about it. I don't know. I don't like the puck line, just like I don't like the run line.
I think the strategy honestly has to be, because so we always talk about teams that we think are overvalued or undervalued. If you go into the season, if you watch enough of this, and this goes for any sport, but especially money line sports, where that's the predominant way to bet. If you find a team that you think is overvalued or undervalued, that are going to be heavy favorites, or that are going to win as sizable underdogs, make those your teams. Like last year, we made a killing fading the Nashville Predators because they made all those moves in the offseason. They brought in Steven Stamkos. They were expected to be one of the best teams in the league, and they won 10 of 41 road games. They lost you over $2,000 if you bet $100 on each of their road.
That was my number one loser, was the Nashville Predators. I bet you if you took away all my Predators picks, I would go from 58% on the year to probably 65%.
You just kept taking losses.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I know I took them a lot. I took the Predators a lot last year.
But like there's certain teams that are like, if you can catch them as like coin flip teams at home, like the Winnipeg Jets, money at home. You could make money with them. The LA Kings, money at home. It's just about finding angles that work, and if you can get good prices on them, bet them. Like the San Jose Sharks, prime example to why betting underdogs doesn't always work. The San Jose Sharks were underdogs in pretty much every game last year. If you bet $100 on them in every game, you still lost $2,500.
How were the Winnipeg Jets for the year last year? What were they?
You were up $938.
Yeah, they were always a solid.
Ooh, what about Anaheim?
They were one of those teams that overperformed. You finished up $831 on them.
Okay.
Especially they were a good puck line. Were they a good puck line?
I don't have puck line here. But
who's the most profitable money line team last year?
Profitable money line. I want to say it was Winnipeg, but I feel like there was another one. Oh, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I lie. Yeah, Toronto.
Ooh, okay. The Blues were my team last year. Actually,
I think the teams that were the big surprises were Columbus. They finished up $887. I think they were expected to miss the playoffs, and they were winning a ton of games. St. Louis made you a ton of money. Anaheim. But then, like I said, there were teams that just absolutely like stunk up the joint, like Nashville, San Jose, the Rangers.
Oh, Rangers are terrible.
Boston.
Terrible.
Boston was bad last year, and they lost you $1,600. So, like I said, the key is to finding teams that you think are over or undervalued that you like, and the way that you want to bet them, bet them.
Cool.
And sometimes there are certain trends that kind of just transcend roster turnover and season by season. Like Colorado is a fantastic home team year after year. The Toronto Maple Leafs, as much as I love them, there's going to be a lot of times where they're overpriced because they're the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, like I said, it's all about just finding your spots, and we'll definitely be talking about it a lot this season. I'm amped for the NHL this season.
It's a big moneymaker every year for me, so you can't ignore the NHL.
Yeah. So someone asked if we could talk about the slate, brother.
We already did.
Rewind.
Yeah. This is the end of the show.
Yeah, we're boring people with the NHL. I know it.
Yeah, there's only 4 games, so we were like, all right, let's talk some hockey real quick. But that was a good lesson from Chris. Appreciate you, Griff.
Anytime. I'm always here to help with hockey wherever I can. All right. Gentlemen, it's about that time. Parlay time. Brad, what do you like here?
All right, I got a square ass parlay. We're going. I know you love those words, Brian. We're going with Nerfy, Guardians, Tigers, and then Dodgers money line. Should get about even odds, I assume. But
can't fault you on it.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you like here?
I do.
I'm taking under 5.5 Tigers, Guardians, under 6.5 Yankees, Red Sox, and under 158.5 Aces and Fever.
For me, I would parlay any combination of these that you guys can get, but Nerfy in Tigers Guardians, under 3.5 in the first 5 innings between the Tigers and Guardians, and Tariq Skubal and Gavin Williams each to have 8+ strikeouts. So any combination of those, I like. All right. Anything else, Brad?
I'm all good. Appreciate y'all.
Brian?
All good.
All right. Let's make it a winning day. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Make sure you check out Brad and I's daily videos. Brian's got his daily videos on the YouTube channel. We're going to have plenty of stuff throughout the week. Plenty more content. We're going to see you guys here bright and early. Same time tomorrow morning. I think even a smaller card, to be honest. I think we only got 2 games. This is going to be a bit of a slow week, but I shouldn't say that because next thing you know, you blink and it's going to be back to chaos in a couple weeks. So
this is when we get some errands done, on the side.
This is when I get some sleep. This is when I get some sleep, get to go to the gym, go work out.
I'm going to paint a garage door. I'm going to go outside and paint my garage door. That's what I'm doing. But
Brian's literally going to go watch paint dry, and I'm going to go try to fit into that 2-piece.
2-2.
No, I'm going for the 2-piece. Next time we're all in Vegas, I'm wearing the 2-piece swimsuit out by the pool.
Hey, next Vegas trip, Brian better be there. I'm trying to see the band in flesh,
Yeah, I just
Brian could be AI.
See, my problem is I'm a one-man band here, and somebody's got to get my kid to school, and he's got, and if I go somewhere, then I gotta ditch him off on one of my sisters, and I don't feel good about that. So.
Yeah,
although I know he would love to come because he's only 13, but then I have to sign him out for school for an educational travel to Las Vegas, and that doesn't really fly.
So why are you taking your child to Las Vegas?
For education, yeah. So
take your son to work day,
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, first day of October. Let's finish September strong. We'll see you guys.